Hello there, fellow coin enthusiasts and collectors. Welcome back to the channel World Rare Coins, where we dive deep into the world of rare and valuable coins that could be worth a small fortune. From hidden gems that could be worth a fortune to little-known coins with a rich history, we'll explore it all. And if you're new to our channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on any of our exciting discoveries. And now grab your magnifying glasses and let's start our today's video. On top one today, we've got something really special to talk about, a coin that many people overlook but could actually be worth a small fortune. It's the 1970 United States quarter dollar, and you may be surprised to learn just how valuable this seemingly ordinary coin can be. If you're into rare coins or just have an interest in the value of everyday pocket change, stick around because by the end of this video, you'll be looking at your change in a whole new light. The 1970 quarter dollar might look like any other coin you've seen in circulation, but there's more to it than meets the eye. On the front, or obverse side, we see the iconic portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. This design has been on the quarter since 1932, and it's one of the most recognizable images in American coinage. Along with Washington's face, the coin features the inscriptions "Liberty," "In God We Trust," and of course, the year 1970. Flip the coin over, and you'll find the reverse side, which features the eagle, another staple in American symbolism. This powerful image of the eagle was designed by Frank Gasparo and has been on U.S. quarters since 1932 as well. The reverse side also includes the inscriptions "United States of America, E Pluribus Unum," and quarter dollar. Now, you might be thinking, it's just a regular quarter. What's so special about it? The thing is, the 1970 quarter was produced during a very specific time in U.S. minting history, and there are a few key factors that can make this coin much more valuable than its face value. Let's talk about rarity and condition first. Most 1970 quarters that are floating around out there have been through years of circulation. They've been dropped, scratched, and worn down. But what if I told you that a 1970 quarter in mint condition, one that hasn't been through all that wear and tear, could be worth much more than just a quarter? In fact, a well-preserved 1970 quarter, free from scratches or any signs of wear, is much rarer than you might think. It's these pristine examples that make collectors' eyes widen and wallets open. Coins in mint condition can bring in impressive values because they're so much harder to find. But here's where things get even more exciting: minting errors. Just like with other coins, sometimes mistakes happen at the mint, and those mistakes can make a coin significantly more valuable. For instance, a 1970 quarter with a double die error, where the design appears to be stamped twice, is one that collectors go crazy for. This kind of minting error is rare, and it can make a standard quarter worth far more than you would expect. Other errors, like off-center strikes or incorrect metal content, can also increase the value of the coin. So, how can you tell if your 1970 quarter has an error? One of the easiest ways is to check for doubling in the lettering or design. Look closely at the date or the inscriptions like "Liberty" and "E Pluribus Unum." If they appear to have been struck twice, you might have a double die error, which is incredibly valuable. Another thing to watch out for is the alignment of the images. If the obverse and reverse don't line up correctly, you could have an off-center strike. These errors aren't just interesting, they're highly sought after in the coin collecting world. Now, let's talk about the moment you've been waiting for: the value. If you've got a 1970 quarter that's in mint condition, or even better, one that has a rare minting error, you could be sitting on a coin worth a jaw-dropping $66,000. Yes, you heard that right, $66,000 for a single quarter. It's unbelievable, but true. Those rare, high-quality coins, or ones with minting errors, can fetch incredible prices at auction or among collectors. So, the next time you come across a 1970 quarter, take a moment to really look at it. It could be worth a lot more than you think. On top two, we're diving into a fascinating coin that might just be hiding in your collection. If not, it could be in your pocket change right now. The 1974 United States quarter dollar, also known as the Washington quarter, may look like a simple piece of U.S. currency, but don't be fooled. This coin has more value than you might think. Stick around until the end of the video, where we'll reveal just how much this quarter could be worth if you find the right one. The 1974 quarter dollar features a classic design that's been part of U.S. coinage for decades. On the obverse side of the coin, you'll find the iconic portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. This design has adorned the quarter since 1932, making it one of the longest-running portraits on any U.S. coin. Alongside Washington's image, you'll see the words "Liberty, in God We Trust," in the year 1974. Turn the coin over, and you'll see the reverse design, which features the majestic eagle, a symbol of American strength and freedom. Designed by Frank Gasparo, this eagle has been on the back of the quarter for many years and continues to be a defining feature of the coin. You'll also see the inscriptions United States of America, E Pluribus Unum, and quarter dollar, reminding us that this coin is a fundamental part of American currency. So, what's so special about the 1974 quarter dollar? Well, most people are familiar with these quarters as they are often found in circulation. But there are a few key factors that could make this coin much more valuable than its face value. One of the biggest reasons collectors pay top dollar for the 1974 quarter is its rarity in higher grades. A typical 1974 quarter that's been in circulation for years will show signs of wear and tear. But finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition is much more difficult. If you happen to have a 1974 quarter that looks like it just left the U.S. Mint without a single scratch or ding, then you're looking at a highly valuable piece of currency. Coins that are well preserved are much rarer and are in higher demand among collectors. But that's not all. Just like with other coins, the 1974 quarter dollar can have some very interesting minting errors that can dramatically increase its value. These errors occur when there's a mistake during the coin's production, and those mistakes can make a coin unique and highly sought after. For example, a 1974 quarter with a double die error, where the design appears to be struck twice, is a rare and valuable find. These types of errors aren't easy to spot, but if you happen to have a quarter with doubled letters or numbers, you could be in luck. Additionally, off-center strikes, where the design isn't properly aligned on the coin, can also add significant value to the quarter. Errors like these make a coin stand out, and collectors are always eager to find coins with these kinds of imperfections. So, how do you know if your 1974 quarter is worth more than its face value? First, you'll want to check for any signs of doubling or misalignment in the design. Look at the date, the lettering, and the eagle on the reverse side. If anything looks off or appears to be doubled, then you might have an error coin on your hands. It's always a good idea to get the coin graded by a professional if you suspect it has a minting error, as this can help establish its authenticity and value. Now, here's the exciting part. If you've got a 1974 quarter dollar in mint condition, or even better, one with a rare minting error, you could be sitting on a coin worth an incredible $60,000. Yes, that's right, $60,000 for a single quarter. It's amazing to think that a coin that was once worth just 25 cents could now be worth so much. But that's the power of rarity, condition, and minting errors in the world of coin collecting. So, before you toss that old quarter into your spare change jar, take a close look at it. It could be worth much more than you think. On top 3, we've got an exciting story about a seemingly ordinary coin that could be hiding a small fortune. We're talking about the 1979 United States quarter dollar. One that you might find in your pocket change, but it could be worth far more than just a quarter. So, if you're into rare coins or want to discover how a simple quarter could be worth thousands of dollars, stay tuned because this one is definitely worth paying attention to. The 1979 quarter dollar is part of the series that's been circulating in the US for decades, featuring the image of George Washington on the obverse side. This famous portrait, designed by John Flanagan, has adorned U.S. quarters since 1932 and is one of the most recognizable coin designs in the world. You'll see the words "Liberty, in God We Trust," and, of course, the year 1979, engraved above Washington's head, making this quarter a perfect example of the classic American design. Flip the coin over, and you'll see the reverse side, which features the majestic eagle soaring with its wings spread wide. This eagle, designed by Frank Gasparo, symbolizes strength, freedom, and the pride of America. It's a symbol that resonates with many coin collectors, adding to the beauty and history of this coin. The reverse side also includes the inscriptions United States of America, E Pluribus Unum, and quarter dollar. But what makes the 1979 quarter so interesting? While many of these quarters are in circulation and not worth much beyond their face value, there's a reason why this particular year is catching the eyes of coin collectors. As you might imagine, coins from specific years can carry more value if they are rare or in mint condition. And when we say mint condition, we mean coins that are as close to perfect as possible, coins with no signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration. In fact, the 1979 quarter in pristine condition is hard to come by, and that's what makes it so desirable for collectors. But wait, there's more. Just like with other coins, the 1979 quarter dollar is known to have some valuable variants. One of the most exciting things to look for in this coin is a possible minting error. Sometimes, when coins are made, there are mistakes during the minting process. These errors can make a coin one of a kind and incredibly valuable. For example, a 1979 quarter with a double die error, where the design looks like it's been stamped twice, could be worth a lot more than a standard issue. Other minting errors, like off-center strikes or misaligned designs, can make a 1979 quarter worth even more. How do you spot these errors? Start by examining the design closely. Check for any doubling in the lettering, the date, or the eagle on the reverse side. If you notice any extra lines or a blurry design, it could be a sign that the coin has a double die error. Also, look for any coins that have a noticeable misalignment between the front and back images. These errors are rare, but if you find one, you could be sitting on a true collector's treasure. Now, let's talk about the value of this 1979 quarter. If you happen to have one that's in mint condition, or one that features a rare minting error, you might be wondering just how much it's worth. Well, hold on to your hats because a 1979 quarter can fetch a mind-blowing $55,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $55,000 for a single quarter. The rarity, condition, and possible minting errors make this coin highly sought after, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar for it. So, the next time you come across a 1979 quarter, take a close look at it before you just toss it into your change jar. It could be worth a lot more than you think. On top 4, we're diving into a coin that might just be sitting in your pocket right now, yet it could be worth thousands. That's right, today's spotlight is on the 1986 United States quarter dollar. A coin that may seem ordinary at first glance, but could hold incredible value. Stick around until the end because I'll reveal how much this coin could be worth to collectors and how to spot one that's worth a small fortune. The 1986 quarter dollar is part of the famous Washington quarter series, which has been in circulation for decades. On the obverse side, you'll find the well-known portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. This design has been on U.S. quarters since 1932, making it one of the most iconic and enduring images in American coinage. The words "Liberty, in God We Trust," and the year 1986 are also featured above Washington's head, marking the specific year of the coin's production. Now, if you flip the coin over to the reverse side, you'll see the powerful symbol of the eagle. Designed by Frank Gasparo, this eagle is soaring with its wings spread wide, representing strength and freedom, values that have been associated with America for centuries. Along with the eagle, the reverse side features the inscriptions United States of America, E Pluribus Unum, and quarter dollar, reminding us of the coin's significance and role in American currency. So, what makes the 1986 quarter dollar special? For the most part, these coins are very much like other Washington quarters you might come across. However, the value of the 1986 quarter lies in its condition and any potential minting errors. Let's start with condition. Like any collectible coin, the better the condition, the more valuable it is. Most of the 1986 quarters you'll find in circulation have been used and worn down over time, but coins that remain in uncirculated condition are far more valuable. An uncirculated coin is one that has never been used in everyday transactions, meaning it's still in nearly perfect condition, with no visible signs of wear. If you have a 1986 quarter that looks like it was just minted yesterday, you may have a hidden treasure on your hands. These uncirculated coins are far rarer than worn-down ones, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar for them. Now, there's something even more exciting to look out for: minting errors. Sometimes, during the production process, coins get struck incorrectly. These errors can make a coin incredibly unique and valuable. For example, if your 1986 quarter has a double die error, where the design appears to be struck twice, that could significantly boost its worth. Other types of errors, like off-center strikes or misaligned designs, can also make a 1986 quarter a rare find. How do you spot these errors? First, take a good look at the design. Examine the lettering and numbers closely. If you notice any doubling or a blurry design, that's a sign of a potential double die error. Next, check for off-center strikes, where the front and back images don't align properly. These types of errors are what make a coin stand out in a collection, and collectors love finding them. Now, you're probably wondering, just how much could your 1986 quarter dollar be worth if you find it in excellent condition or with a minting error? Well, you might be sitting on a coin worth $50,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $50,000 for a single quarter. It's incredible how much value a coin can hold, especially when it's in perfect condition or has a rare error. So before you toss that 1986 quarter into your change jar, make sure to check it carefully. It could be worth far more than its face value. On top 5, we've got a special coin that could be worth far more than just its face value. The 1990 United States quarter dollar may seem like an everyday coin, but there's a lot more to it than meets the eye. So, if you're into rare finds and want to know how a simple 25-cent piece could make you a small fortune, keep watching until the end, and I'll reveal just how much this quarter could be worth. First, let's take a look at the 1990 quarter dollar. This coin is part of the long-standing Washington quarter series, which has been in circulation for decades. The obverse side of the coin features the iconic portrait of George Washington, created by John Flanagan. This image has been the face of U.S. quarters since 1932, making it one of the most familiar and enduring designs in American coinage. The words "Liberty," "In God We Trust," and the year 1990 are also prominently displayed above Washington's head, marking the coin's year of issue. Turning the coin over to the reverse side, we see the majestic eagle, its wings spread wide in flight. This powerful symbol of freedom and strength was designed by Frank Gasparro and has been featured on U.S. quarters since 1932. It's a design that represents the spirit of America and the values it stands for. Along with the eagle, the reverse side also features the inscriptions United States of America, E Pluribus Unum, and quarter dollar. But what makes the 1990 quarter dollar so interesting? While it's not one of the most widely talked about coins in the U.S. minting history, there are some key factors that make it stand out for collectors. The value of this coin lies in its condition and the rarity of finding one in mint or near mint condition. As with most coins, the better the condition, the higher the value. A 1990 quarter that shows signs of wear and tear will likely only be worth its face value. However, a coin that has been kept in pristine, uncirculated condition is a different story. Uncirculated coins are those that have never been used in day-to-day transactions. They're coins that were carefully stored and have been preserved in near-perfect condition. If you happen to find a 1990 quarter in this state, you could be looking at a rare and valuable piece. The market for uncirculated coins is competitive, and collectors are always on the lookout for coins in top-notch condition. These coins can sell for much higher prices than you might expect. Now, let's add another layer of intrigue: minting errors. While most of the 1990 quarters you come across are probably standard issue, there are some with rare minting errors that can make them worth significantly more. Coins with errors are highly sought after by collectors because they're unique and can't be found anywhere else. For example, if your 1990 quarter has a double die error, where the design is slightly misaligned or doubled, that can increase the coin's value. Other types of errors, like off-center strikes or misprints in the lettering, can also make a 1990 quarter worth far more than its face value. How do you spot these errors? It's pretty simple. Just carefully examine the coin. Look for any signs of doubling in the date, the lettering, or the design. If the eagle or other details appear to have extra lines or a blurry design, that could be a sign of a double die error. Also, check for any misalignment between the front and back of the coin. Coins with noticeable mistakes like this are highly collectible, and collectors pay top dollar for them. Now, you're probably wondering how much a 1990 quarter dollar could actually be worth. Well, if you've got one in uncirculated condition or one with a rare minting error, it could be worth an impressive $45,000. Yes, you heard that right, $45,000 for a single quarter. It's amazing how a coin that you may have overlooked could hold such significant value. So, the next time you come across a 1990 quarter in your pocket change, or while sorting through your coin collection, make sure to give it a closer look. It could be worth much more than just 25 cents.